Now, this might not seem like a mistake because it makes sense in the moment, but overall, when trying to improve your memory, it really does hurt you because you never actually get to finishing it or actually using the whole part. And what I'm talking about is that people only use part of a memory system. So let's take all the events from the 1920s. Now, clearly, you would probably only, if you want to just memorize the year only, and not even the month or day, just the year, you only need a number system for the 20s, right? Because it's the 1920s. So you only have, those 10 images to memorize. And it makes sense that, hey, let me just focus on these, specific number, right? This number range, and I'll be just fine. But what happens is that you get so comfortable with that. You're like, okay, let me just memorize these and that's it. I'll get back to the full system, the 00 to 9090, but you never do. And so when you actually have to learn something that requires more of the number system, then you're kind of screwed because you never practice all those other digits, right? You only practice these 10 out of 100. And yes, it takes more time to practice the full system and get used to all the imagery, but it's way better to go that route because whatever comes your way, you'll be prepared. Yes, if something comes your way that's out in the range from 20 to 29, you'll be pretty good. But if something's outside of that, you're like, oh crap, what's my image again? Oh, I don't have my number system with me, so I'm not even sure what the image is. And so you don't want to just force an image, on 37, because when you go back and look at it, you're like, oh crap, that didn't fit the code, that wasn't even the right image. And so it's really important to take the time outside of actually learning what you want to learn and work on your memory systems. If it's an alphabet, symbol system, number system, whatever systems you're creating, work on that and really make sure you have that down because that's going to make learning anything a lot easier. Because if you move out of the 1920s or the 20s specifically, right, to the 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever it may be, now you have your number system that you already practiced with. Those are going to be fairly easy. But I guess if you're in a pinch, it might make sense. Oh crap, let me only do these 10. But it doesn't really make sense just to do that for the short-term gain. You should be doing that from the very, very beginning when you start creating your system. Start practicing right away. Because if you're waiting for the last minute to memorize, all the major events in the 1920s, something's really off on how you're learning to begin with. So you just want to avoid that whole mistake altogether. But the mistake of this video is only using part of your memory system and learning part of it instead of doing the whole thing and really mastering the memory system in its entire. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.